Hey everyone, and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm sitting out here on the porch with my son Ladanian, and I am going to talk to you today about bullying. Um, I started getting bullied when I was in the 5th grade. Um, I got picked on about my hair, my skin color, my clothes, my shoes, just everything. Like my clothes and shoes wasn't like the other kids had. It was clean. Everything I had on was clean. There was no holes and nothing. It just wasn't what the other kids was wearing. And the other kids, they just really didn't like me at all. So I was being picked on from um, 5th grade all the way to high school, being bullied. Just about everything: hair, skin color, clothes, shoes, my grades, everything. And when I was in 6th grade, I actually did the 6th grade at two different schools. Um, half a year at one school, another half at one school. One school was worse than the other. And the one school that I was getting picked on the most at was the school where I met my best friend at. I call her my sister. I actually showed her, I actually showed you all a picture of her yesterday. Um, we've been friends since the 6th grade. I don't even say friends no more. I say sister. We call each other sisters. But that was the only good thing about 6th grade at that school was meeting her. And we've been friends ever since. Sorry, someone is calling me on the phone. I don't even know if it's still recording. Sorry about that. Someone was calling me on my phone. Um, but yeah, that was the only good thing about um 6th grade at that school was meeting her. I was bullied so bad at that school. Each At the beginning of the year, each classroom had um a list of students who was supposed to be in that class. And it was one class that had all the students in there that had bullied me from before. And I peeped in the classroom and I saw all the students that would bully me. And I said, I'm not going in that classroom at all. So I went in another 6th grade class. So the teacher from that class came in the other class where I was and asked the teacher, she said, do you have a Lakisha Mackie in this class? And the teacher was like, yeah, she right there. And the teacher said, well, she's supposed to be in my class. And I guess the look on my face and that teacher, she said, no, we'll keep her in this class. And I was so thankful because almost every student in there had already picked on me like the year before. So I already knew when I peeked in that class, I wasn't gonna go in that class. Not to be in there for a whole school year to get picked on, or half a school year. So bullying, it has to stop. It's gotta stop because it do make you feel bad. It do make you feel worthless. I would have to tell myself in the mirror every day, you are a strong, beautiful, black woman. I would have to tell myself that every day because it will make you doubt yourself. And I remember when he first started school, uh, on the office door, it said no bullying allowed. And like I never told my parents or anybody that I was being bullied. Like they knew a little bit, but they didn't know it was that bad. Because had they known it was that bad, they would have been at that school. My grandma and my mama would have been at that school to talk to somebody, but I never wanted to worry them. I never told them how bad it was. And in my fourth book that I'm writing now, I actually wrote a story in that book. My fourth book, Letters I Wrote. In the back of the book, it's a story that say, it's titled The Little Girl Who Was Bullied in School. And it's a great story. And you will get to read that story when that book is out later this year. But the bullying has to stop, because online and in person, because it's just bad. It just make the kids feel bad. I would hate to go to school every day. Like, who wants to go to school every day knowing that they're gonna be bullied? And then one day, I went to school and somebody had told the bully in class that I wanted to fight her. Now, why would I say I want to fight somebody and y'all bullying me every day? Say that I told somebody I wanted to fight her, which was a lie. So I get to school and everybody is crowding my desk. And she come up. I heard you wanted to fight me. I said, no, I barely look at these people in their eyes. I said, no, I never said I wanted to fight you. I said, that's not true. And she was like, well, whatever. When we go to PE, we fighting. So PE came, and sure enough, we went outside the PE, and she beat me up, like she said. And nobody came over to help. Teachers, nobody. She finally stopped hitting me or whatever, but nobody came over there to help. Had the worst headache of my life and had to stay in school, scared to call home and ask somebody to come get me. Because, when you being bullied and you go home and tell your parents, I got beat up today or whatever, or I've been getting bullied or whatever, sometimes that make it worse. Because then, the next day the kids might say, well, you had to go get your mama. You know how it go. Your mama had to come help me. It just make them want to pick at you more. That's how I was feeling. If I tell my mama, that's going to make it worse. They really going to pick on me then. If I go run and tell, oh, she had to go get her mama. So, still didn't say nothing after that day. So, after school was out, went home. My grandma had made a fresh sweet potato pie on the stove, my favorite. I love sweet potato pie. And she had made a fresh pie, and she was like, this going to be dessert after dinner. And that kind of made me feel better. But my folks had no idea that I was being bullied like that. And I talk about bullying in both those books, The Truth You Didn't Know and The Other Truth You Didn't Know, how I was bullied in school every day. And it went on. It went all the way to high school until I finished high school. It really started in the 5th grade. But 6th grade was the worst. 6th grade was the worst. And then high school wasn't no better, because I just got picked on too much. Them kids in school, they just ain't like me for some reason. They just didn't. And the only one that I was really able to talk to about all that stuff was my best friend and sister. She was the only one that really knew, how bad I was getting picked on. And I realize now, I should have told my mom and my grandma what was going on, but I just didn't want to worry them at all. I didn't want to worry them. But had they had the resources like they have now, maybe I would have had the courage to tell them, hey, I'm being bullied too. But now, they tell you what signs to look for now if your kid is being bullied in school. I don't think they was doing all that back then when I was in middle school, elementary, or whatever. Because if it was, I think I would have had the strength to tell my folks what really was going on. Because they needed to know, really. But I tried to cover it up best as I could. Yeah. But I just wanted to talk to y'all today about bullying and how it needs to stop online and in school. It has to stop because it's bad and it don't make the kids feel no better being picked on every day. Who wants to get picked on every day they have to go to school? Who? It is not a good feeling. How can you sit there and concentrate on your schoolwork and on tests and all that if you're being bullied every day? You're not. You're not going to be able to concentrate because you worrying about is this person over here going to beat you up at 3 o'clock or whatever. It's bad. It has to stop. It has to end. So you will be able to read that story at the end of the book, my 4th book that I'm writing now. That's being published now, actually. The little girl who was bullied in school every day. You can also follow me. Like I said in my previous videos, you can follow me on my 2 Facebook pages, The Truth You Didn't Know and Keisha's Kitchen. Or you can follow me on my website, LakishaMarieMackie.com. Or you can follow me on this YouTube channel. I will have new videos on here, new pictures, updates, everything. What else? I think that's all. Follow me on Facebook. Oh, and my Instagram page is published_author17. You can follow me on there also. But thanks again, you all. And I hope you enjoyed this show. I just wanted to tell you a little about bullying and my experiences. Hopefully it does end. It does stop. Hopefully this video will help. If you like this video, hit like or you can hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. And thanks again for your support. And I will see you again tomorrow. You want to say bye?
Bye. Bye. I see.